What's your name?
Noel, because I was born on Christmas Day.
Can you explain what your motivation was for joining the forces?
I'll tell you how it happened. A good friend of mine, Ernie Palmer, he was English, I was French, you know, I'm a Frenchman. And we were good buddies, and he said one day, let's join the Navy. So I said, okay, I'll see you there tomorrow. So I went to Montreal to the Navy Reserves, and Ernie never showed up. Next thing you knew, I was in Cornwallis in boot camp for 23 weeks, and after that, I was posted to HMCS Ontario. What happened that on the Ontario, we went to Sydney, Nova Scotia, and we picked the Queen. She had just got married. She wasn't the Queen then, but she is now. But we had her on for about 3 days. And, you know, I was surprised to meet the Queen. A lot of people would like to do that.
What were some of the events or major events you went through during the war or that happened?
Well, we didn't sleep much. And like I say, we lost one of the ships, Iroquois, I think it was, from the East Coast. There was always 3 ships from Halifax and 3 from Canada, from Victoria there. And that's one of the biggest things that happened, was losing those people. In Korea, when you went out, you went minimum 30 days. And we were coming back for a rest period. And we found out we had to go up and pick up the bodies and bring them to Sasebo and all that. But outside of that, well, we did very good, the Canadian Navy.
Can you describe the people you fought alongside with?
All normal, average Canadians. The day you went to sea, your hammocks went up, and we were in action 24 hours a day, so that you'd be sleeping in and out. You weren't working, doing nothing. And the hammocks were right above the table. So you'd be eating your breakfast, something like that, and some guy's foot would be down right into your dinner.
What's your opinion on the Korean War being called the Forgotten War?
That was called by us because our government waited 26 years before the federal government agreed that it was a war. Before that, it was a conflict. That way, they didn't have to give you pensions, they didn't have to give you anything.
What is your views of the military today?
Well, they seem to be doing pretty good, you know, but I don't think the government is looking after them too well.
What advice would you give to people going to war now?
Pray. Because it's a different world out there. You know, they don't fight wars the way they used to. No, lots of praying.